Here we go to 5 red lights. And we're racing here at Silverstone. It's a good start by DZ Racer, who gets Danger David immediately, who bogs down a little bit and might be under pressure from the McLaren of Zampa. As behind there's big chaos. Commentator dropping down to P16. Not the start he will have been wanting. Meanwhile, his title rival Brams into P4. And trying to make moves on Hossein potentially for P3. As he now has to defend now from Zampa, who is on the inside, into turn 4. Down the inside goes the McLaren and gets the move done. As there's some contact. The McLaren had a big snap and spins. Has a half spin, but that, I believe, gave Brams damage. Did that give Brams damage? It did. The Williams has damage on his left end plate. Out of the proceedings without some drastic action happening. Now, here goes Commentator looking for a move down the inside on Lanky. Gets it done. There's also going to get way better exit than Nuki Boy and gets it done. Wow, what a move. He is doing enough to win this title as now he has a little look for an overtake on Ollie Bean, who there's a little bit of a bump with, and they both go off track. No grip, maybe dirty air, contributing a little bit. Zampa picks up a 3-second penalty. Little bit of bumping and contact between the two. The Aston Martin comes out the worst of the two. Is going to be under pressure now down this straight due to a poor exit from Dubsy, who is going to sweep on past. Or not quite. He didn't quite have the same enough ERS. Does get past, but it wasn't the sweeping way I thought it was going to be. Is the Red Bull going to drive past on exit? No, that has not transpired. But now a little bit of ERS usage from the Red Bull is going to get him alongside. We'll watch on board from Quincy's perspective. There's a little bit of contact. The Alpine shut the door quite aggressively, which allows Quincy to pass Hossein. And now Quincy will have a go at the Alpine on the next straight, potentially. Gets a really good exit in comparison to Godzilla. Now DRS deploying absolutely no chance for Godzilla to be able to defend this one. And Quincy moves himself up to P9 provisionally. I believe that is going to be P4 for him. Down this next straight. He's got lucky with that one. He has got DRS. But it's not going to gain him anything. Now here comes Hossein round the outside. There's contact. Hossein shuts the door probably a little aggressively. As Commentator gets a puncture. I've just heard Commentator get a puncture. Yeah, front left. Front left puncture for Commentator. He's got to come in, which he does. He has managed to make them last 13 laps, and as Arrow and Smoking Ash retire, and that is a safety car. Oh my word, that changes the equation a little bit more.
And another move for the late MB, battling with Danger David. They've got around both of them. Both of them spins. Dubsy goes through into the lead. Nuki's got his front wing chopped off by his teammate as Danger David back on the inside. There's more contact, more damage in the background. There's a spin from the Mercedes of Danger David. He's down and around. Both Hasses together on track now. Quincy and Kodamatic both fighting for the title. See each other out on track. Ho Chi Minh through on Danger David after that spin. Dub now into the lead of the race after the contact between the Mercedes. As Ho Chi Minh contact spins as Quincy as around. Quincy gone after contact with Ho Chi Minh. Quincy,
he's retired.
Retires on track, which is a penalty, but I'm sure he doesn't care. He thinks his championship is done. Because if he parks it, but he's off the track there, few going to get through into P3. And DZ Racer on the outside. Side by side they go into Maggots and Backets. Nuki Lad off the track, off into the gravel. As we head through Maggots and Backets. Big contact between DZ Racer and Nuki Lad. Kodamatic now still in championship contention here, but he's out in the mediums. Brams up to P9. And Brams charging on the rear volley beam and into Stowe on the outside. Brams is going to go. Can he dive it round the outside of the Aston Martin? Big contact between him and the Aston as contact between Ho Chi Minh and Ollie Bean as we head through Vale. In the background, Zampa and Infrajack coming together. Ho Chi Minh's gone around.
as he's looking closer this time. Doesn't have the ERS once again to go for an overtake. So that suggests Kodamatic just recharging his battery.
Oh, he's got a penalty! Kodamatic
gets
with
a
a penalty!
penalty.
That could be massive for the championship. Now, if Brahms can get ahead of Godzilla, that could seal it. Also involved, but we're looking at the championship battle here. Kodamatic's had a horrific Maggots and Beckett's, and Godzilla right all over the rear of the Haas driver. Could this be the opportunity? Few on the outside of Dub Z. We're going to keep an eye on this battle. Few finally gets through. Dub Z washes out wide, but we've got Godzilla on the rear of Kodamatic, but can't find a way through. And can Brahms finally get through on Godzilla? He's going to certainly go around the outside here. And Godzilla, will he get through? Oh, side by side, Brahms and Cod. And Brahms does get through into P6. Could that be enough for Brahms? 2 positions ahead of Kodamatic now. It is so close in the championship. I don't even know who's leading on countback. I think it might be Kodamatic, but I'm not sure. As Craig picks up the fastest lap, Brahms has got to just keep it on the road, we believe. He's going to make a mistake through Cops. Godzilla on the outside. Side by side, we're going to Maggots and Beckett's. Cod's back through again. Brahms with a major mistake through Cops' corner. And he's lost P7 as we head back through. Exiting Beckett's. It's going to be an absolute charge down to Stowe. A massive mistake from Brahms that could potentially cost him the title. Godzilla back on the rear, Kodamatic, and Brahms is going to go for something serious. Godzilla round the outside. Brahms is going to follow through, side by side round the outside, and what a spectacular move from Brahms on the outside. But is it enough? Is it enough? MB wins here in Silverstone as we ride the final corner. Godzilla finishes ahead of Brahms, but I don't know if it's enough. I don't think it's enough.
It's not enough. It's not enough. So Brahms P6 with scoring 8 points. Kodamatic scoring 6. Kodamatic is your Tier 2 champion. Cody wins it on 175 points. Brahms on 173. And then Quincy in third on 157. And then Lanky on 147. That is how the top 4 who went into the championship or the race as contenders shape up afterwards.